Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be updating my inventory for this first quarter. Last year I did quarterly inventories in the first, second, and third quarter, but at the fourth quarter I was just so busy that I didn't have time to film that as well as my other videos. So I just skipped that quarter for the time being. But I had a lot of people asking me if I was going to do another inventory video. So I decided that I would go ahead and just I missed the fourth quarter, but I'm going to go ahead and do my first quarter inventory starting out for 2022. As always, I will take you through each category of my collection. I will tell you my goals for that category, what my current count is, and a light review of the different products, just kind of like where I'm at with them currently in my collection. So let's go ahead and get on into the first category. All right, my first category is my primer category. I have 3 primers right now, and my goal with this category is to have just 2. So I have my YSL Top Secrets, which is in my 21 and 21, if you watched that intro. I really like this one. This is probably, it's one of my favorite primers that I've used. It's really nice. It does feel hydrating, as well as it gives a nice perfecting natural look to the skin. And then I have this little sample here, which is the YSL Touche Eclat blur primer, and I just got this for free from Sephora, and I do like it. It's pretty good. I don't know that I'd purchase a full size. I just don't know that I really need it in my collection, but it is pretty good, and I look forward to using it up. But that's why I have 3, is because I didn't really anticipate getting this, but it is nice. And then for Christmas, I got the Auric Glow Lust in, I believe this one is Morganite. It doesn't say on there. Yeah, Morganite. And I have only used this a handful of times, so I don't want to give a full, like, I know what I think about it, but so far I love it. So far it's fantastic, and I definitely think that it's going to be a solid addition to my collection. Next up is concealers. I currently have 2 concealers, and my goal with this category is to have 3, which I may actually change to 2 in the future. I feel like 3 might be a little bit overboard with concealers because they tend to go bad faster, and it takes a while to use up some concealers. So I don't know, I may go down to 2 in this area, but for right now, I am currently using these 2 together. So it's kind of like having 1, but I am using both of these together. This is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly. I like it. I've bought it so many times. I don't love it as much as I used to. It is a little bit more drying than I tend to prefer. So I don't know that I'll repurchase this one in the future, but it is a really good concealer. And then I have my Rare Beauty concealer. I think it's like the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer in 120C. And I do like this one as well, but I've tried other ones that I like better. I am trying to use both of them up currently, so hopefully I will have a totally new concealer category in my next update. Next up is foundation. Currently I have sort of 3 foundations in my collection, and my goal is to have 3. So I do consider samples to be a product just because it helps me actually use the sample. So that's why this is just one. I'm not considering each one of these individually as one, but we'll start over here. So this is my Rare Beauty foundation in 140C. I was trying to use this up last year, and I tried sticking it in hot water to see if the foundation would go down and create a line, but it did not. So then I swirled the brush around in it, and it looks like I have like this much left. It's an insane amount of product in there. So I don't know, it's kind of getting a little, it's just not sitting on my skin as well as it used to, and I'm kind of getting tired of it. So I don't know, I might use it another 100 or so times and then just call it, but we'll see. And then this is my Giorgio Armani Neo Nude in 1.5. This is incredible. I love this. Every time I use this on my skin, I feel like my skin looks so good. So that's one of the reasons I'm like kind of tired of this, is because I have this and I want to wear this all the time, but I want to get this out of my collection. So I don't know. This is really great. This will potentially be in my collection forever. I would definitely repurchase it. And then this is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. Again, I'm just trying to use these up. I think I used this one and it was a decent shade match. I think this might work for me, and then this one might work for me. I don't know, I might be able to mix these two or something. They're only good for one use for sure. So I don't know, I might try to use these two, but I also might just try to use that one and then call it done. Next up are powders, and in this category I have two, and my goal is to have two. This is my Pat McGrath under eye powder, and I really love this one. I want to show you the inside because it's insane. So I have used this well over 300 times, and like I'm nowhere near hitting pan on this. So I have a feeling that I'm gonna get like a good, I don't know, 1,000 uses on this before I use it up. I don't know, it's pretty crazy, but I still really like it. It's a great one. I'm happy to have it in my collection. And then this is not the Butter Bronzer. It is actually my Rimmel Stay Matte powder that I repressed into here because the lid on the powder broke, and so I had nothing protecting it. So I went ahead and just repressed it into here. I had already used up about half of it, so I will be trying to use that up this year, and I look forward to having it done. It's not my favorite. It's okay. It does its job, but I would rather have another one, so hopefully I'll get that used up. Next up is bronzer. I have 4 bronzers currently, and my goal is to just have 2. So just as a reminder, I always put face palettes. I split them into the categories in which the product belongs, and I just use it as that. So even though there is a highlighter in here, I consider this a bronzer and this a highlighter in their own right. If you are watching my Project Pan, you know I am working on this guy, and I would like to get it used up this year. I think that would be really nice to get that one out. So that's hopefully gonna be used. I think it will be. I don't really foresee any problems with that. So then I have my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in here. Like I said, I consider this its own thing, and so yeah, I hit pan on this last year. Maybe I can use it up this year. I don't know. It's a pretty firm formula. It doesn't move a ton, so like it's not like this one where it moves much faster. So this one I think is gonna take me a while to use up. But that's another one. Then I have my little NARS Mini Laguna, which has like no usage on it. And then I have this Deck of Scarlet Mistake Proof Blush, which is pretty good. And I haven't used it a ton, but I know I love the blush, and so I imagine I will really love this one as well. I just haven't used it as much. I do know it's good. Like the little bit of time I have used it, it does its job well, and it's a good color for me. I think the shade is Tantric, but yeah, that it is a good one. I want to get to know it better this year. Okay, the next one is my highlighters category. I have 5 highlighters currently, and my goal is to have 2. So this is going to take me a while. So as you guys know, I was working on this one. This is my NARS Fort de France. I was working on that all year last year, and I did not get it done. I still have some time on it, but it is my favorite, so I don't mind having it in my collection still. Then I have my Franken highlighter. It was the Becca Vanilla Quartz, and then I mixed in the Milk Mars, I believe it was, and so I have this one. It's pretty unused. I haven't used it very much, but maybe I can hit pan on it this year. We'll see. I had hit pan in both of them, and then I just mixed them together because I was using them in tandem. So then I have my Wet n Wild Precious Petals, I think it is, Precious Petals highlighter, and that one's good. I have pan on that one, so that's nice. I have my Last Call highlighter from NARS, and this is in the Atomic Blonde palette. I have this in my Project Pan. I'm working on that one. Hopefully I can empty that this year. And then I have my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter in this Film Star Bronze and Glow. So yeah, those are my highlighters. Next up are blushes. I have 4 blushes in my collection, and 4 is my goal. So I actually have my goal in this one, which is really exciting. And I really like all of them. They're really good blushes. I'm not too concerned about getting any of them used up too quickly. So I have my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which I love. I have my Pixie Beach Rose, which is really great. And this one will be in my collection forever because it just takes so long to actually use. And then I have my NARS Sex Appeal blush, which is a really pretty soft pink. And then I have my Deck of Scarlet Mistake Proof blush in Savage. And this one is really beautiful. It does a great job of giving like a nice, subtle, very subtle pink flush to the skin. And it has a nice radiant finish. So yeah, I like all of these, and I don't really anticipate moving through any of them this year, but I am happy to have them all in my collection. Next up is my single shadow collection, and this is kind of out of control. So last year I had 19 all year, and somehow I accumulated 2 more without buying anything. So, yeah, these I have from a palette that I depotted. These ones here, actually these two were, or these three were actually from a palette I depotted as well. This one I just put into a MAC pan because it was a single shadow and it had kind of crumbled a little bit, so I repressed it. This one is my Franken shadow that I created last year. This one is one that I rediscovered that I had, and I don't know, it's pretty old. You can kind of see it's like got a lot of hard pan on there, so I don't know if I'm going to try to finish that up. I may. And then this is my Deep Truth from MAC. And then I have my two H&M Cream Fusions in Sirocco and Gentlewoman. And then I have these two Naked Cosmetics loose shadows. I tried to press them once, or I tried to press this one and it didn't work very well, so I just put them in these pots. And I like them a lot, but yeah, I'm not much of a single shadow person. My goal is to have 5, so this is really out of control for me. I don't know. I think I might need to create some kind of project to just work on these guys because, yeah, I never touch them, and I'm not a single shadow person, so I think I might end up, I mean, if I don't use them, I'll end up decluttering them eventually. But I think I just need to make a decision because they are never being touched and I just kind of let them sit to the side and I feel bad about that. So I kind of just need to make a decision and do something with them. Whether it's a project or actually just decluttering them, I'm not sure yet. Next up are my full-sized palettes, which is anything that is 6 shadows or more for me in my collection. So these are the ones that I have in that. So a few of these are pretty close to being done, as you can see, and I almost decluttered. So my my two Lorac palettes, I almost decluttered them. I almost just said, you know, oh, I did a really good job using them up and I'm done. But I decided not to do that because I'm just so close on Mocha and Corduroy. So I think this year I'm gonna give myself a little extra time and make myself use those up. I don't know how soon, but I think I want to do that, even if it's just like, okay, 1 month, I just give myself permission to focus in on those. And then I'm going to count them done. But then I have my Huda Beauty palette, the Desert Dusk palette, and then I also have the Topaz Obsessions palettes that I'm working on, the Desert Dusk one in my Pan Those Eyeshadow Palettes series. And then I would like to work on this one sometime soon because I do really love this one and I'm concerned that it's going to go bad. Then I have my Tartelette in Bloom palette. I have my Melt Blueprint stack. And then I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam, which I panned last year. I have my Marc Jacobs Glambition, which is also in my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And I have my ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. So yeah, those are my full-sized palettes. Oh, I didn't say, I have 9. My goal is to have 5. So I've got a ways to go. All of these are 2019 or older, I believe. Yeah, 2019 or older. So I would like to get all of them used up in the near future, but I have a feeling that's going to take me quite a while. So yeah, I would like to use them all. Maybe I'll purchase one if I get down to like 4 palettes or something like that, but I don't want to buy any more until I've gotten under that 5 mark. So it's going to be a little bit. Next up is mini palettes, which I just have 2. My goal is to have 3. I'm not planning on buying one to hit that goal. I'm happy with 2 until I get some of these used up. But I have my NARS Atomic Blonde palette and my Charlotte Tilbury, the Vintage Vamp palette. I really like both of them. They're both really great. And yeah, I'm working on this one in the Pan Those Eyeshadows series as well. And hopefully I will, I don't know, I kind of want to use it up, but I think it's going to take a while. So yeah, I love both of them and I'm happy to have them in my collection. For my lipstick / lip gloss category, I just have 4 and my goal is to have 12. I do plan to build this up this year. I'm going to take my time with it, but I do want to build the collection back up. Last year, I got pretty much all of my lip products used up. Some of them I decluttered, just a few of them, but I did get completely to a new state from last year. So now I have my Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2. This was the same packaging that I had my Enigmatic Edward in, but I went ahead and purchased a refill for it in the JK Magic one. I don't love the color as much as I thought I would. It's a little more yellow than I anticipated, and that just doesn't work as well on me, but I can make it work pretty well, and I don't mind using it up. It's still a pretty neutral color. I just gotta use it just the right way. So yeah, I do like it. It's just I would prefer something that's a little more on the pink side for my skin tone. Then I have my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I loved this originally, but I found that I don't love the formula as much as I used to. It's pretty good, but comparing it to like this one or my Tower 28 gloss that I had last year, just not as nice of a formula for me personally. I do still love the color, and I would consider keeping it in my collection, but I just know I like the other ones better. And then I just recently got both of these two actually at Christmas. This is the Chanel. This is the most luxury product that I own, I feel like. This is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash in the shade Boy, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so nice. And then I have my M Cosmetics gloss in Caramel Glaze, and I really like this one too. So these are two new ones, and I love both of them a lot. There is actually an interesting story with this one that I'll tell you in just a few minutes, but yeah, I'm really excited about rebuilding this collection and yeah, getting it to a place where I love all the different shades I own. Next up is lip liners. I currently have 3 and my goal is 3. So I'll walk you through these pretty quickly. 2 of them are the same as last year and 1 is new. So I have the KKW Beauty 1 and 1.5. I like them both. They're both pretty good. I do think they're getting to the point where they're getting close to being expired, so hopefully I can use them up this year. And then I just got this Chanel one. This is the story with the lipstick. So my parents got me the lipstick for Christmas, and then Chanel actually sent them this instead. And it was supposed to go to somebody else, and they just shipped it to the wrong people. And so my parents contacted them and were like, hey, you sent us the wrong package. Can we get the right thing before Christmas? And they were like, yeah, sure, sorry about that. We'll send that out to you, and you can just keep the lip liner. So they let us keep it. It was really nice of them. I'm kind of surprised that they did that, but I'm really happy that they did because I love this color. I think it is the nude brune. It's a really great nude tone. It's got a little bit of a pinky undertone, and it's really great. I love it. It's kind of similar to the nude one from KKW Beauty, but it's still a little bit more pink, and it's honestly the perfect shade for me, and so it's like my new favorite. So I'm very happy that I have that. Unexpectedly got a 3rd lip liner, and so yeah, I'm very happy to have that in my collection. Next up is mascara. I have three in my collection, and I want to have 3. So I have my M Cosmetics here. So about the goal, not positive about the goal. Currently it's at 3. We'll talk about it in a second. I have my M Cosmetics Pick Me Up Lashes. It's good. It's really nice. I use it on my bottom lashes. I think I'm going to try something else just because with my lower lashes are pretty long already, and with the lash extension, it's just like too long sometimes. So I'm going to try something else, I think. But I do like it, and it is getting pretty old. It's about time for me to toss it. So yeah, I think it's over 6 months for sure. So I don't know. I'll probably toss it pretty soon. Then I got these 2 little Chanel minis along with those 2 Chanel lip products, and I am just including them as one because they're the same thing. I currently have this one open, and this one is just waiting until I get this one used up. I have only used it twice. I really love it. I think I like it as much as my Tom Ford mascara, which I did just use up at the end of this last year, and it is cheaper than that one. So there's a good chance that I will be repurchasing this one and just foregoing the Tom Ford one. I don't know. I have to test it more because I've only used it twice, but so far I'm loving it. And then I got this mini of the Pat McGrath Dark Star because I did want to see if I liked it better than my Tom Ford one. I'm trying to find a substitute for the Tom Ford because it's just so expensive, and it's kind of hard to find sometimes, and so I'm just like, I would like to have a backup just in case. So I tried that to see if I like it better, and I don't like it as well. It's okay, it's good, but it's not enough volume for me. It's just not, it's not as nice. I don't like it quite as well. It's just not as much my style. It's a fluffier lash. And I like a thick, voluminous lash. So yeah, it's not quite my favorite. So about the goal, I had a goal of 3 because I used 1 on my lower lashes, and then with the Tom Ford, I liked to layer on top of it, so I liked to have 3, but I don't think I need to with this one. So if I do still like this one, and I end up just getting this one, then I might not need 3, in which case my goal would go to 2. So we'll play that one by ear this year and just kind of see. All right, eyeliner time. I have 3. My goal is to have 5 eventually. Currently, these have not changed. These have not changed in a really long time. I still have all 3 of the same ones that I had last year. So I've got my Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine. I've got my Makeup by Mario like brightening pencil, and I use these literally every day. So these will get used up when they get used up, but I use them absolutely every day. And then I have my Bobbi Brown gel liner, which I've been working on for over a year now. Hopefully I'll get this one used up this year. It is my ultimate goal to get to a point where I get this one out and then I can get some more liquid liners, because I miss having liquid liners. So I'd like to have a brown and a black liquid liner, and then I would like to have a black like mini pencil, just for like the waterline. I don't want a big full-sized one, but just one that I can use when I want it, to like smoke out the lower lash line or whatever. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I'm not really planning to pick anything else up because I want to use this one up. So in the meantime, this is my eyeliner collection. Next up is my brow category. I have 3 and my goal is to have 2. I currently have 3 because I have 2, so I have my brow pen and my brow pencil. My brow pen is the Anastasia brow pen. I can't remember what shade I have in this. Oh, it's dark brown. And I am almost done with this one. It's getting pretty difficult to use anymore. So I went ahead and got the brow pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. I liked that it was refillable. It's the Brow Cheat. I got the medium brown. And I really like it. I only used it a couple of times, but I like it a lot. It's a little lighter in color than the brow pen, but yeah, so this is to replace this one. And then I just got the Patrick Ta Major Brow. This is like, it's a lamination gel. It does so well. I'm not sure how healthy it is for my brows because it like literally does slick them into place, and like it creates like a hard gel on them, which I don't mind. I'm sure some people would find that to be kind of irritating and not like the feeling of it, but it doesn't bother me at all. I really love the look it gives me, and I'm I kind of love it. I kind of really love it. It's my new favorite thing that I own. I love putting it in my brows. It's weird. It's like a thick waxy gel, and it does slick your brows into place. So it does a really good job. They do not move all day. They look great. I really love it. So yeah, that's my category right now. Just 2 more categories to go. So we've got my eye primer, which I just have this Fenty Beauty one that I've had since last year. It is my favorite eye primer. It is perfect. It does a great job. You can see I've used a ton of it. It's honestly, it's getting kind of low. So I will use this one up this year, I think, and then I'll have to repurchase it. But I really love it. Definitely recommend it. And my goal is just to have 1 eye primer at a time. So I have my goal on this one. And then last, I have my setting sprays. Currently, I just have this one, and my goal is to have 2. I am planning to order another one soon, so you will notice that I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh again. It is just such a great setting spray. It really does a great job of setting down your makeup and just giving you a natural flush. It doesn't necessarily help with the long lasting, it just makes it look really nice. So I just currently have the one, but I will be getting another one soon. That is more of like a lock it in kind of setting spray. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That is it. That is all my products. That is my inventory for the first quarter of the year. Yeah, I do have some things that I want to pick up to kind of fill out some of these categories, but for the most part, I'm happy with where they are, and I don't necessarily feel the need to pick up too much. Obviously, there's still some categories that need a lot of work in order to hit their goals, but I'll just be working on that over time. My highlighter and my eyeshadow categories are really the things that I'm the most bothered by as far as like the amount of product I have, where it's just definitely like harder to use up. So I don't know, those things always take a long time, and I have so many, I won't be buying any for a while. So I don't know, I might have to make myself declutter stuff. I don't like to do that. I hate decluttering because I'm just such a like use it up kind of person. So I don't know, I'll probably make myself declutter either a highlight, like either 1 or 2 highlights, or I don't know, I might have to declutter most of those eyeshadows if I don't get them used up, like maybe by the end of the second quarter. If I don't actually see any progress on any of them, I might just make myself do some decluttering, but I'm not sure, because I like to use things up. It makes me feel really accomplished, so we'll see. But yeah, that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.